Welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at a Boeing 767-300F in the colors of ANA Cargo. As always, we start off with the box, and here on the front side we can see we have a very nice image of the aircraft. We do also have the ANA branding. A little warning, however, the registration code printed on this box is slightly inaccurate. If we then take a look at the back side of the box, we can see we have the same image of the aircraft once more. We also have a lot of text. Unfortunately, this is all in Japanese, and as I do not speak it, I have no idea what it says. But we have a very nice presentation of the aircraft and the original dimensions of it. What we then also have on the box are 3 images of aircraft models from ANA that Herpa has made models of. Now that's it for the box. Let's take a closer look at the spectacular aircraft model inside. But before we get started, it is worth mentioning that this aircraft model does indeed come with a stand. And here she is, the Boeing 767-300F in the current colors of ANA Cargo. ANA Cargo operates mainly on inter-Japanese routes and to its closest neighbors. So let's take a closer look at the aircraft, and as always we start off with the tail section of the aircraft, and here we of course have on the vertical stabilizer the ANA branding. On the fuselage we do then have the full registration code and the aircraft type specification. If we then move from the back of the aircraft all the way to the front of the aircraft, we can see along the fuselage the writing of Nippon Express, ANA Cargo, ANA and JP Express, and we do of course also have the Japanese flag. If we then take a closer look around the cockpit, we can see some very nice details, including, for example, the window wipers for the cockpit windows. But we do actually also have painted on the petro tubes here on the side, which is, I think, the first time I've actually seen that on a 1:500 scale aircraft from Herpa Wings. A very, very nice detail to have been added, in my opinion. Another very rare detail for Herpa Wings in the 1:500 scale are in fact the landing lights, which have been painted onto the wings here, as we can see. Very nicely detailed are also the engine nacelles, where we actually also have the General Electric branding on. And if we take a look into the engines, then we can see here we also have the fan blades, which of course is a very nice detail as well. Really nicely detailed is also the landing gear here in the front side, where we also have the last 3 letters of the registration code, and also the main landing gear looks really nice on this aircraft model. The wings on this aircraft are also very nicely detailed here on the top side, where we have, for example, the full registration code of the aircraft, but also the underside of the wings are very nicely detailed, where we also have the full registration code of the aircraft. Worth mentioning is also the horizontal stabilizer, which is very nicely made. And then of course, last but not least, we do also have the doors to the cargo compartment here in the back side of the aircraft model, and also in the front side. But for me, the quality of all these details, they really stand out. For example, the doors to the cargo compartment. It's not just a square that has been painted on, no. If you really look at it, how many small details that have been printed on here, it is very impressive. All the physical details are in extremely high quality, and all those details that couldn't be put on physically but have been printed on are just extraordinary. The amount of those exceeds anything I have seen so far on any Herpa Wings models. The only aircraft that I would say comes close is the 737-700 in the anniversary colors of Tarom, which I have made a review of. If you should be interested in seeing that review, then feel free to click the card that is popping up right now in the top right corner of your screen. Now with that, we've reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, that would be very nice. Or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. And don't miss out on the next episode of Review, where we'll take a closer look at an Airbus A321-200 in the colors of Germania. Now until then, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.